Hello, everybody. Welcome to the call this evening. It's just you and 1,000 of your closest friends joining us. So thanks for coming on. Somebody cared a lot about you to invite you. And we've got a great call lined up for you tonight. And I love the subject matter tonight. It is creating the life that you want. And looking forward to talking about a way that you possibly may be able to do that by looking at becoming a health coach with Take Shape for Life. Now, when we say health coach, a whole lot of different things pops in your mind, and there might be some concepts. Oh, I don't know if I could be a health coach. I'm not to my goal weight. What does it take? What's the certification? All that. Well, we're going to address all that this evening. And, honestly, it may or may not be for you, but tonight you get to check it out and see what it's all about. We've got some incredible stories lined up tonight. But before we get to those stories, let me tell you just a little bit about myself here. So my name's Dan Valentine. I'm a certified health coach with Take Shape for Life. And you can see by these pictures here, I've had a pretty awesome transformation. I went from 255 pounds down to 175 pounds in about 6 months. And my favorite picture that's on the screen right now is that picture on the left. And what I love about this is the picture on the left was a daddy-daughter dance that I went to with my daughters. And about 2 years ago, before I went on this journey, and I had tried all kinds of different diets. I had, started and stopped a million diets. I had gained and lost and gained about 20 pounds about 100 different times. And I just couldn't find something that works. And what I love about the program is I did end up losing 80 pounds in 6 months, but it's not about what I lost. It's more about what I gained. And you can see from that picture on the right where I'm there with my little girls. Let's just say that all of us, this was actually just a couple weeks ago, let's just say all of us at that father-daughter ball had a much better experience. I was tearing up the dance floor with my little girls, twirling them all over the place. And you can see it in my face. I'm just in a different place in my life. And I feel like I've been given a second lease on life. I'm 42 years old, but I feel like I'm 22. I know I don't quite look like I'm 22, but I just feel amazing. And that's the reason I actually became a health coach. I wanted to be able to pay it forward and to help other people discover what I had discovered, a program that absolutely works incredibly every single time. I've never seen the program not work. And we are going to talk a little bit about the program tonight. We're going to focus a little bit more on the health coaching opportunity. So that's my story. What I didn't know is when I decided to become a health coach, it was actually only 2 weeks into my health journey. I still had over 60 pounds to lose. And I decided to look into this health coaching thing. What's that all about? And I tell you, looking back now, one of the greatest decisions of my life. And you're going to see why here when you hear from 4 different people tonight, their experiences, their stories when it comes to their physical transformation, their mental transformation, their financial transformation, and what health coaching is all about. So let's take a look real quick at the mission that we're on, because that's what it's about. It's not about selling a product. It's about this mission that we're on, which was started by Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson. We call him Dr. A, and he's the co-founder and medical director of Take Shape for Life and New York Times best-selling author. He actually, at about 50 years old, had an epiphany. He was one of this country's first board-certified critical care physicians, and as he was working in these critical care units and intensive care units, he realized that so many people ended up there because of obesity and weight and health-related issues. And he thought, what if I could make just a huge difference in this world? And instead of manning an ambulance at the bottom of the cliff, figuratively speaking, what if I could build a fence at the top of the cliff and keep people from ending up in these emergency rooms and critical care units? And he created what is now known as Take Shape for Life. And his book, Dr. A's Habits of Health and the Living a Longer, Healthier Life Companion Guide, are the base of our program. That's the mission that we're on, to make a difference in people's lives, to help them have optimal health, to live more optimal health days than not. And that's our goal. So what do we offer clients? Maybe you're not familiar with the program. I know many of you on this call tonight are clients, and you've seen incredible results from the program, and you're going to hear from some of our stories tonight, people that have had some pretty great results as well. So we have a comprehensive program for optimal health. Our clients get the tools and support to succeed. It's like a stool with 3 legs, and you can see the 3 little gears right there. And the first one is the nutrition program. That's the MetaFast 5-in-1 plan. The second little wheel there, or the second leg on the stool, is getting a healthy mind, and that's where the habits of health come in. This is not a diet. It's not designed to help you reach a number on a scale. It's designed to help you live a longer, healthier life. And then the third little wheel there, or the third leg on the stool, is the accountability and support of a health coach. Everyone on our program has a health coach. So our clients are going to learn the habits of health to maintain a healthy weight. They're going to discover a path to optimal health for a lifetime. In a nutshell, the program is very simple. You're going to lose weight safely and rapidly. The program is recommended by over 20,000 doctors and is a medically approved program. And what you're going to do on the program, in a nutshell, if you're just checking out what it's all about, is you're going to get a free health coach. You're going to work through the habits of health materials while you're on the program, at least 15 minutes a week, committed to getting your mind healthy so that you keep that weight off the rest of your life. And then you're going to do what we call the Optimal Health 5-in-1 plan. And what that is you're going to eat 6 times a day. 5 of those meals, you're going to eat the meal replacements that you get from Take Shape for Life. And there's about 85 different ones to choose from. We usually start everybody with the Optimal Variety Kit, so you get plenty of variety your first month. And if you can open up a package and you can put it in your mouth, then you can do this program. We've got shakes, and we've got bars, we've got pastas. Cinnamon pretzel sticks is one of my favorites. Pancakes, there's brownies, there's cookies, there's all kinds of different things. And all you have to do is grab any 5 per day, about every 2.5 to 3 hours, and eat one of them. And this is going to get your body into a state of fat burn and start to burn the fat on your body as your primary source of energy, which means you're going to feel great. You're going to have a lot of energy. As much as we hate fat, it's actually an incredible source of energy for your body. And not only that, but you're not going to have the cravings because you're eating every 2.5 hours, and your body has that other source of energy. And then for your 6th meal, that's the 1 in the 5-in-1, you're going to eat what we call a lean and green meal. And that's going to be 1 serving of protein, 3 servings of vegetables. Very easy to do. We walk you through how to do that. So I know that was a quick run through of the program. If you're interested, if you're on this call and you say, hey, I really want to look into that more, you're going to hear some great transformation stories tonight from some of our coaches. But get with the person who invited you on this call and say, hey, can you tell me a little bit more about how the Optimal Health program works? I'm interested in becoming a client. And you can become a client and a coach at the same time. Whoever invited you would be more than happy to explain in a little more detail how the program works. So I'm very excited to bring on our first story tonight. A good friend of mine used to be from Rockford, Illinois, now from Nashville, Tennessee, and I'll let her tell her story. She's got an incredible story. Tasha Ives, are you on tonight?
I am. I'm here, and thanks for inviting me to be a part of this tonight. In order to tell you how health coaching has changed our lives and transformed our lives, I have to tell you where we started real quick. And a little over a year ago, my husband and I were not in a healthy place. We had walked through the passing of our daughter, Sydney. She was 11 years old when she died of brain cancer. And that was a few years prior to that. But we had been walking through grief and her illness and all of those things. And the last things we were worried about was our own health. We weren't paying attention to that at all. So we had been watching Dan kind of get healthy and come to this new place in his life, and we wanted on board. And so we decided this was for us. Dean, myself, and my dad all started this journey at the same time. Since that time, I lost 25 pounds. My husband lost 65 pounds. My dad's lost 80 pounds and is off all blood pressure meds, type 2 diabetes meds, and high cholesterol medication. So we are all just in this new healthy state of mind. And a part of that, we realized that we weren't healthy in all areas of our life. Dean was working a second shift job. I was working full-time in on-call and hospice. And we were just kind of in this survival mode, and we weren't thriving at all. And when the health coach opportunity came up. It was a few friends who were like, what are you doing? Was able to share this program with them and realized that I had found a new sense of being. I had been surrounded by death and dying since my daughter passed away in hospice. We talked about quality of life with our dying patients, but I realized this person who didn't have a death sentence didn't have a quality of life, and that was me, because we were in just this rat race and learning how to survive instead of thrive in our lives. So when I realized I got to pour into people's lives from a health standpoint, instead of keeping them comfortable in the last moments of their lives, I got to maybe help them avoid a health issue in their life or reverse a health issue in their life. This sparked new passion inside me and my husband as well. And so within a few months of starting coaching, I actually left my full-time plus on-call job at hospice. A few months later, my husband left his full-time 28-year job in manufacturing. We started pursuing our dreams. We moved down here to Nashville. So a little over a year ago, we were in Rockford working separate shifts, never seeing each other, ships passing in the night, not having quality time with our son. Now we have walked into our dreams, and now we have the time to do the things that are passionate, and that is helping people get healthy. That is, we pour a lot of our time into things at St. Jude, where we sit on family advisory panels and quality of life teams over there where our daughter was treated, and we do it on our terms because we have the freedom to do it. We're a family again, and it's just been an amazing opportunity for us to dream again, because we had lost the ability to do that. And so we're very thankful for the coaching opportunity and just being able to pour health and life into people's lives every day.
That's awesome, Tasha. Thank you so much for sharing. I love what you said there. We have walked into our dreams, and you've been able to create life on your own terms. And, there's not a lot of people that get an opportunity to do that. And I remember when, you first went on the program, and you even said, hey, I'm not interested in coaching. I'm not interested in the business opportunity. I just want to lose weight. And I said, hey, no problem. And I remember when I brought it up again to you, because you were referring your cousin to me as your coach. And I remember I said, are you sure you don't want to coach her? You could help a lot of people. And I remember that pause there for a minute. And then you said, well, what would that look like? And now here you are, being able to walk into your dreams because you made that decision. So I can't help but to think on the call tonight, there's some people, I always tell people the hardest part about deciding to do the program and lose the weight and get optimal physical health, the hardest part is making the decision. And it's the same with the coaching. You're right now on a precipice of something pretty amazing by even just being on this call. So Tasha, thanks for sharing. I'd like to bring on our next guests tonight is Jamie and Kim Stifel. They've got an incredible story, but I'll let them share it.
Hi, Dan. Thanks for having us on today. I just want to paint a picture of where we started, and it was about 11 months ago. And I was at a place, we were at a place where we both had to work full time. Financially, we needed that. We were paycheck to paycheck. And so I was working at a job where, of course I liked the people, but the job was just not fulfilling for me at all. And I felt like there was no purpose in it. I found that I was somewhat in a depression. We just weren't able to spend the time as a family like we wanted to. And I was just, doing a job for a paycheck. So besides that, I was also the heaviest that I had ever been. And so part of it was because I was at this new job where I was sitting all the time and just packing on the weight. So about 11 months ago, a friend of mine had posted on Facebook her journey and her story. And I saw that, it caught my eye, and I was just like, wow, what is this? I have to try this. And so I reached out to her, but I found myself in this place where going to my closet every day was just this depressing thing for me, trying to figure out what I was going to wear. And so I reached out to, actually I asked my husband first, I said, is this something that I can do financially? Can we swing this? And so I'll let him take it from here.
So she asked me, I kind of do the finances for us. Hey, can I go on program? And at that time we couldn't afford it. And so we talked to the health coaches that were presenting, and I said, is there any options? And so one of the options that they threw out is, well, you guys could become health coaches if you really wanted to do program. And because we were in such a dire situation financially and a sinking ship, I decided to take a risk, and there's a saying, no risk, no rewards. And so we decided to take a risk, almost as if you would invest in the stock market and see what could happen. We decided to invest in ourselves, in our health, and our family, and possibly our finances, just to see where it would go. So that very week in the mail, I got a 0% interest card, and I don't necessarily promote that concept, but this is our story. And so we literally had to put Kim's first month of food on a 0% interest card, and I had 18 months to pay it off if the coaching thing didn't work out. And I put the coaching kit on the 0% interest card and just said, let's try this. And so we did that, and the first month we made enough money to pay for her food, so I was excited. But what I wasn't prepared for is how much it was enjoyable and lit a fire in us to pay it forward and to start helping our friends and family get healthy. And my aunt's been on programs. She's lost 80 pounds. My mom got healthy, lost 40 pounds. And you can't put a price tag on that or describe what it's like to help somebody else. In the meantime of us paying forward this gift that had been given, we became passionate. And long story short, financially, within 7 months, she was able to come home and from her full-time job that she wasn't being fulfilled in, and works from home. We right now are making double the income of what she made at that full-time job, which has enabled us to get a second vehicle, to get some furniture we needed for our house. We now enrolled our kids into a Christian school, which was one of our heart's desires. And so seeing all these things come along, this last week we qualified for a trip for the company, and in 18 years of marriage, only on our 1-year anniversary did her and I actually get to go on a trip together. And so to be able to do that because this company's provided a way is just one more blessing. And so what I didn't see, or when you hear about health coaching, the things you don't see on a business card when it says, hey, we're a health coach, is not only did it bless our marriage, it blessed our finances, it blessed our health. We are in a different state of mind, blessed our kids. And the other thing I gained is friends. My health coach that I didn't even know this time last year is now one of my best friends. And he texts me every day. And just the community that you get involved with Take Shape for Life is incredible. So I can't speak highly of it enough. It's been an awesome journey.
Wow, incredible. Thank you, Jamie. Thanks, Kim, for sharing. So much good stuff. I love what you said, that we decided to invest in ourselves and our health and in our family. And you guys don't have to come off mute, but would you give me a thumbs up saying that that was a good investment? There's the thumbs up. I don't know if everybody can see that or not, but I'll tell you, the $200 that it costs to become a coach, hands down best $200 that I've ever spent. I mean, that's an incredible story. I mean, my wife and I didn't share this earlier. We were able to replace our income completely, 2 full-time incomes after about 7 months, and double that after 11 months. So it's an incredible opportunity. But the neat thing is, it's not about the money, and it's never been about the money for me. I had a teacher when I was a senior in high school that had a sign up on the blackboard that said, find a job you love to do, and you'll never have to work a day in your life. And I've always lived by that principle, not because I'm afraid of hard work. I love hard work, but because I think life's too short to be stuck somewhere doing something that you don't love. There's just too much time we spend at work, in quotes. So thanks for sharing, Jamie and Kim. And what we're going to do now is I'd like to share a couple things and ask you this question. What about you? You heard, I love what Tasha said about creating the life that she wants, and Jamie and Kim about what, investing in ourselves and their health and their family. But what about you? Where do you want to be? You're on this call right now with over 1,400 other people, but let's just talk about you. Don't worry about anybody else. Are you where you want to be in life, with your finances, with your physical health, your dreams? Are you still dreaming, or have you given up on some of your dreams that you had back when you were in your teens or your 20s. And one of the challenges we want to have for you tonight is to dream again, especially when it comes to your finances. So here's a bunch of financial woes. I won't spend a lot of time on these, but let's just say these are not good statistics. And you might find yourself, actually chances are you do find yourself in some of these. 29% of people have savings of less than $1,000. 56% of Americans has savings less than $25,000. All kinds of other statistics. This one's crazy. 55% of Americans did not save one penny last year. So where are you at? Are you living the life that you want, or are you stuck in these financial woes? Or do you have abundant life? Are you living in abundance? Do you have financial health? You see, the trilogy of Take Shape for Life is physical health, mental health, and financial health. And if you put all those together, that's how you get optimal health. You can't just focus on one and not the other. Abundance. Are you living a full and thriving life? Do you have retirement set aside? Are you out of debt? Do you have financial balance? Are you living a life of purpose? Are you leaving a legacy for other people and for your family? So I just want to challenge you not to give up on those dreams. And if there's just one thing that you do tonight from being on this call, and that is you start to dream again, then this call would be worth it. Even, pull out a yellow pad, a piece of paper, an iPad, an iPhone, and write down some dreams that you have for your life. And don't give up on those, because honestly, anything is possible if you're willing to work hard to build that dream. And the great thing is, with Take Shape for Life, you're able to change lives in the process. This is the sweet spot where you want to be in your life, living your life on purpose, something that you love, something you're great at, something the world needs, and something you're paid actually through Take Shape for Life very, very well for. So we offer coaches not only the healthy body and healthy mind, but that other healthy finances piece comes into play when you become a health coach. So why would you consider coaching with TSFL, even besides the income? Well, one thing, if you're a client right now, you're going to be 5 times more likely to succeed in your own weight loss journey. I like to think that I would have lost that 80 pounds in 6 months and kept it off now for over 1.5 years, even if I never became a coach. But I'll never know that, because I did become a coach after only 2 weeks. And there's something about when you start helping other people, it adds an incredible layer of accountability to your own life. So those of you that are clients right here, if you want to solidify your own physical health journey, become a coach, and that will go a long way towards that end. Another reason to consider coaching with us is our mission is to help people. It's not about selling things. You're going to help more people as a coach than you could by referring people to your health coach or referring them to me or any of the other coaches. Most people want to be coached by somebody that they know, their family or friends. And the ripple effect of helping people get healthy goes much further when you become a health coach. So that's just something to think about. It's very rewarding and fulfilling. We've already talked about that. Not only do you have financial freedom, but you have time freedom. And time is a resource that we cannot get more or less of. It is what it is. Do you have freedom with the time that you've been given? Jamie mentioned this. You get to work with a great company, great people of incredible integrity. Dr. A is an incredible visionary leader and leads this company with a culture of integrity and ethics to the nth degree. You get support and mentorship and coaching. If you're wondering, hey, I don't know how to coach, you're going to get all the free training. There's weekly Zooms you can log on to, video trainings that you can watch. And you know what the great thing is? We walk you through it as a new coach. You've got a business coach, a free business coach that's going to walk you through from step 1 to whatever step you want to make it to. Maybe it's earning $400 or $500 a month by helping 5 or 6 people, or maybe it's earning $30,000 or $40,000 a month for building a huge organization. And it's very possible either way. We're going to do it with you. And here's another thing people wonder: do I have to be at my goal weight to be a health coach? Well, absolutely not. You're going to hear from a coach in just a minute who's not at his goal weight, and he's helped a ton of people. Like I told you earlier, I still had 60 pounds to go when I became a health coach. It's not about being perfect, but it's about being in the right direction. I've had many people that have become coaches and clients at the exact same time. And when they've jumped on the program to lose weight and get healthy, they brought people along with them and started building their business from the very beginning. So that won't keep you from being a great coach. As a matter of fact, it'll help you be a better coach. And here's the big thing. It's not about selling. I've talked to people who've said, oh, I'm not good at selling. And you know what? I'm not either. People can tell if you're trying to sell them something or if you're trying to help them. And what we do is we're looking for people that are looking for a solution. We're looking for people that are looking for us. And unfortunately, or fortunately for your business, there's no shortage of people that are looking for a solution to obesity and optimal health. And all you have to do is find people that are looking for help and help them. And that old quote that says to have everything you want in life, just help enough other people get what they want, is absolutely true. And you know what? You'll probably be coaching anyway, especially if you're a client and you're on the program, because your friends and family are going to be asking you how to lose weight, what program. And even if they come on program under another coach, because they've got a relationship with you, they're going to be asking you all the questions. So we've got 2 more stories we're gonna go to right after this. I'm not going to spend much time. It's $200. You're not keeping inventory. All the shipping and processing and everything goes through the company. You get to set the pace. You can even start tonight. It's very, very simple. You could actually become a coach and sign up your first client later tonight or first thing tomorrow. And the way that you're going to sign up is connect with the person who invited you. They can explain some more details. It's very simple. You just share the program. The coaching is basically just connecting with your clients the night before they start. You don't have to be the resource for them. We're the people that point them to the resources. Dr. A's Habits of Health, the Quick Start Guide, the Dining Out Guide, Nutrition Support. All those are resources that we're able to point our clients to. So you don't have to be the expert. You just share the program and point them to the correct resources and provide a little bit of accountability every week. It's not an hour or 2 hour long session. It's about 5 to 10 minutes max. So how do you run your business? What tools do you need? Well, let me introduce you to your 3 best friends. If you have a computer or an iPad, and if you have a phone, it doesn't have to be an iPhone and a binder. You can do this business and you can travel anywhere with it. When I travel, and I get to travel quite a bit with my family, I'm able to bring my whole business with me if I want to. So here's a couple more real stories as we get ready to close tonight. This next one is an incredible coach from Oklahoma, and I'll let him take it away. Dave Goff, are you with us?
I'm here, yes. Yeah, it's great to be here, and it's a little intimidating playing third place here tonight, because there's so many good things that have gone on, and the people that have talked already, I've been inspired, and I've been on this for a while. Today is a really big day for me. In fact, my thought is I'm going to hit my 100-pound mark tomorrow. I'm down 98 pounds in 4.5 months. It's been a crazy ride, and I've loved it. But let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a pastor in Oklahoma, a little small town, and we love our job. We're passionate about helping people. We were that way before we got involved with being a health coach. But my story is like a lot of other people in ministry. Ministry can be stressful. And you always eat. So I was, as you can see, the lovely picture. Thanks for that, brother. The 372-pound guy there on the left was miserable and hopeless, and I didn't know what to do or where to turn. And literally on a whim, I just called a phone number and talked to someone about this program, and really had decided it wasn't for me. And I went out, and thankfully my lovely wife convinced me to go ahead and give it a try. And I just thought it was another diet, but she convinced me because I'm a huge skeptic on things. If I'm just being honest with you, that's kind of my angle here for us tonight. I am such a skeptic, and I just didn't see how this could possibly be anything that I would want to do. And so I did it reluctantly. And the first week, to be honest, I lost 17 pounds. It was insane. And it just sort of got my attention. But you know what happened was immediately the king of excuses started coming up with more reasons. In week 2, I actually quit this program. And so my coach is always calling me his biggest successful quitter because I quit. But thankfully, I came to my senses. I came back, and I got on playing again. And basically about a month and a half in, I started coaching. Again, skepticism was rampant in my mind and my talk. And so I just basically decided I'm going to start coaching, as I already help people. That's what I do every day. But I want to start coaching because I want to make enough money back to pay for my food. I didn't have a lot of money. I made a lot of excuses. So I started coaching, and basically within a day made my money back on my food. Within 3 weeks, I was making good money. And if I can just be real, this is my 3rd month to coach. And this month, I've exceeded my own income by about $1,000. I'm blown away by this, and it's no joke. And so I just want to encourage anybody that may be skeptical like me. It's so doable. Just be you, and just don't try to be something you're not. Follow the system. There's so many people that are willing to help you and help you along. I promise you're not selling a thing. You're just helping people. You're showing your heart, and people can read that. The future is bright. I'm so excited about ministry. I'm so excited about health. And I just encourage you, take the step, take the risk, as Jamie was talking about earlier, and do what it takes. You're going to love this program in every way, shape, and form.
Wow, thank you, Dave. That's an incredible story. You've already exceeded your income after 3 months of coaching. You've lost 98 pounds in 4.5 months. Pretty good decision you made, right? Even with the skepticism. With results like that, no wonder you're smiling ear to ear right now. Congratulations, man. Thanks for being on. We have one more story before we end the call tonight. And let me remind you, take that step, get with the person who invited you and say, hey, I'd like to know a little bit more, or hey, I'd like to sign up to become a coach, and do it now. Don't wait any longer. Jump on in. Now, Dave has a pretty impressive weight loss story, but the next person that's sharing, she doesn't have a weight loss story. He's going to share her story. I think I hear her. There she is. Carissa, are you with us? Can you share your story?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yes, sometimes I wish I had a weight loss story, but when I came to take shape, I didn't need to lose weight. But with our trilogy, I definitely had a need, and it was a financial need. You know, I'm a single mom, basically became a single mom a little over a year ago overnight. I have 3 little kids. I have a 4, 7, and 9. And, I was a stay-at-home mom before I started coaching, so I didn't have a business background, but I definitely had a heart to help people. I saw the mission of this program, and I jumped on board. I definitely became very passionate about this program and about helping people, but I didn't have a weight loss story for somebody to see my before and after and to trust me. So many people may be thinking, well, what did you do? Well, guess what? I started reaching out to my top 5 people, my friends, my family, that I knew if I told them about it, they would trust me. So that's what I did. I leaned into my circle of trust. I found the multiplication factor took place very quickly in my business. Last month, a little over a year, I reached global director, which that means not only myself, but I am bringing home moms from work. I have the privilege of reaching out to others and showing them what is possible. It's such an honor and reward to wake up every day and get to do what I do. But just to let you know where I was a year ago, and I can say this now freely because I'm not there any longer. So about a year ago, I was on food stamps. I was on Medicaid insurance. I was barely paying my bills. You would have never thought that before because I'm not that kind of person to cry whatever you cry. But very quickly, now here a year later, I'm giving like never before. I'm paying my bills. I'm getting off of debt. I'm even saving money, and I get to bring my kids. Last week, we went on a vacation together to Coronado Island. And so I just want to encourage you, this is possible. Whether you have no weight loss or you have 100-pound weight loss, you can become a health coach. And my favorite part is I get to center my life around my children. And that's what I prayed for. When I went through this new season, I wanted something that I can focus my life around my kids. And guess what? I found it. But the only thing I regret today is When somebody asked me 2 years ago, my coach asked me about 2.5 years ago before I said yes, they offered me this program, and it took me 2 years before I say yes. So if that's you, you're sitting here tonight and you're waiting to say yes, don't say yes. Call your coach, get started tonight, and I promise you, you'll never be the same. Thanks, Dan, so much for having me.
Wow, thank you, Carissa. Absolutely love your story. Wow, from food stamps and Medicaid to global director with Take Shape for Life. There's a recurring theme throughout this call tonight, and it's this: creating the life that you really want. Designing your life around what matters most to you. And for Carissa, it's her kids. They're everything to her, and she's able to create a life around them. And I just want to say, we're going to end because of time's sake, but getting started is very simple. And if you're thinking about it, why not jump in, see if this is for you. You're going to have a great coach working with you, walking with you every step of the way. And I'd encourage you, like everybody else did, to jump in and don't necessarily listen to what was said, but listen to the heart that came across tonight. That's why we wanted to share these stories. We wanted you to get a feel for what coaching is all about. We can give you statistics and numbers and details, but we want you to feel and hear the heart of Take Shape for Life. It's such an incredible community. The coaches you heard tonight, those are not a couple of stories that we picked out because they're the best of the best. These are the stories from coaches all over the country through Take Shape for Life, and you could have one of those stories too. So thanks for being on tonight. It's been great spending a few minutes with you. Go ahead and reach out to the person who invited you. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them, or just say, hey, I'm ready to get started, and you can be started as a health coach as early as tonight. Thanks for being on. Have a great